Hey guys, what's up? It's Anna Louise and I'm in for another video, and today's video is going to be my very first Q&A and I'm so excited for it. So let's go ahead and just get right into the video. Okay guys, so I asked you guys to ask me questions on both Instagram and Twitter, and I got, like I said, a lot of great responses, and so I'm going to go ahead with the first one that is from Miss Amy Games, and it is, what is your favorite high street makeup brand? And then also, what is your dream holiday destination, Disney Classics or Disney Pixar? So first of all, for the first one, the high street makeup brand, it is so hard to choose like one favorite, and that's why I just don't even know what to say other than I have three in my mind, although I do like more than just three, but the three that come in mind the most are Kylie Cosmetics, Too Faced, and Tarte. Because I don't know, it's I love so many different things from different high street brands, but honestly, if I had to choose just one, I would say probably Kylie Cosmetics. Yeah. For my dream holiday destination would be probably anywhere in Europe, honestly. It's so hard just to choose one place once again, but if I did have to, I would probably say Italy for sure. I really, really want to go there. My fiance wants to go there as well, so I can definitely see us going there in the future. I definitely want to go a lot of places, honestly, but I can see us going there first. And then for the next one, Disney Classics or Disney Pixar, I'll do both. I'll do just from regular Disney and Disney Pixar. So my favorite Disney classic would probably have to be Beauty and the Beast. Probably, I would say, because Belle has always been my favorite princess, and if you guys didn't know, I'm naturally brunette. A lot of people think I am naturally blonde, but I'm actually naturally brunette, and I was just always drawn to her as a little girl, and I would remember sitting in my room as a little girl with my mom, eating vegetable soup. I know that's so random, but I remember so well, just sitting on the floor and watching Beauty and the Beast. So I love that one. For the Disney Pixar, I would probably have to say Toy Story. Okay, so the next one is from DX Shanice 2001, and well, first of all, just with anybody, if I butcher any of you guys' name, I totally apologize. But this question is, which is obviously another great question, which they're all great questions, what's your subscriber goal for the end of the year? So this is something that is really tricky, but I am at, let me see the exact number. Well, I'm pretty sure the last time I checked today was 112 right now. I think since it is just the beginning of August, yes, 112, since it's just the beginning of August and we have until December 31st, I think honestly 500 would be an amazing goal. And I really, really hope I can do it. I just gotta believe in myself, and yeah, I think 500 would be a great goal for the end of the year, so December 31st. So the next question is from Queen Sapphire UK, and I like Sapphire because that is my birthstone. So her question was, what's the one makeup product you could never possibly live without? Ooh, okay, I love makeup so much. Really, it just makes me when I was deciding what my number one product I couldn't live without is, I had two especially in my mind, and it was basically whether it would be foundation or mascara. So I was just sitting there, I was like, oh my god, what would it be? And then I think I just finally came down with it being foundation, just because it would cover all my hyperpigmentation and stuff. So that's what I would say. The next question is from Culture 18, and it was, who or what do you look towards for inspiration? And I feel like I'm gonna get deep here too as well, but I look towards two people for inspiration, and one would be my mom and the other would be my fiance. So first of all, my mom, she's the most hardest working woman I know, and she's always been there for me in life no matter what. She's done everything for me, been my backbone, helped me through literally everything, and she works so hard to keep my family running and make sure I have what I need. And like she's always just like never judged me, you know, and just like always has been there for me no matter what, you know, like just like a mom should be. And you know, she's always been there for me like as a best friend. Like I just feel like a girl's mom is her best friend, you know, like I don't know. And she's just been there for me so much too, through my health issues I've had for now what is going on 2 years. And I mean, I'm so thankful for that. So I look up to her for like how much she just, you know, loves me, does for me, does for my family, and I hope to be like her. I really do. And then my fiance I look up to because like he's just so selfless and so loving, and I have like this so overthinking mind. Like my mind, like I overthink all the time and I'm just constantly worrying, and he is just always like everything's gonna be okay. He's always putting my mind where it should be, and I just really aspire to be like that. Like I want to be able to change and not overthink all the time and just be like him, and you know, like basically get my mind straight and realize that everything will be okay and just not to worry about things so much. So, and I mean, he's such a good person too. Like he just never complains, and I mean, I am somebody who complains, and I find myself complaining a lot, and like I just, you know, it's just something I do, and because I'm human, and I just look up to him for like not doing that, and just, you know, it's like I feel like a baby sometimes, you know, and he never is, and so therefore I look up to him in that way as well, because I really want to be like that. So yeah, that's getting deep for you. So next we're gonna get on to some from Instagram, and I think it's gonna go back and forth really from Instagram and Twitter. But this one is from Jersey Makeup XO. What made you start doing YouTube, and what advice do you have for people who are nervous in front of a camera? So, what made me want to start doing YouTube? I've been wanting to do YouTube, honestly, ever since I was probably around 13. I think that's actually, I don't want to get it wrong. Like, I saw something on the news about, and it could be Bethany Moda, I don't know. But it was about somebody, and she, like, was getting bullied or had gotten bullied, started YouTube, and, like, gave good advice, and then, you know, so that's where I don't know if it's Bethany Moda, it's kind of blurry, but she gave good advice and loved giving advice to people, and then also did the beauty stuff and got really into that. And I was actually getting bullied in that part of my life. In 7th grade, I got bullied. It was like the main year that I ever got bullied. Of course, like in high school and such, I got called names because girls are mean. Like I feel like so many people are mean, but the like main year I got bullied, that is when like I saw that and I was like, I want to do that. I was like, that could be something that I could really get into and stuff. But you know, I didn't have like a good camera, or in 7th grade, obviously I didn't have an iPhone yet, and so yeah, so I may be wrong on my times, like just a little bit, but it was because of that reason. And I didn't start a YouTube because of that. Well, I didn't start a YouTube then like I wanted to, because I just didn't have like I felt like what would be the proper materials. And then as I got older, you know, I kind of forgot about it a little bit, but then like I kept going back to wanting to do it, but I just never did because I was scared to. And I feel like that's like a really common thing for people with starting YouTube, is like they're scared to. And I mean, that's how I was for so long. And then a couple months before I actually did get up the nerve to start my YouTube, I like sat in my den and tried to make some videos, and then I was like, oh, these suck, like these are not good, and I would just delete them. But then finally well, I'm not gonna tell you when because I think that's a question, but finally I went ahead and just started YouTube, and I'm so thankful I did. And the next part of the question is, what advice do you have for people who are nervous in front of a camera? It would definitely be just to keep like getting yourself used to the camera. Like, make videos even if they're just for yourself, because you may even think, oh, this is going to be easy, and then as soon as you like open that camera and look at it and start talking to it, you become like really nervous, or at least I did, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate. So basically I would say just like get in an area to yourself, you know, like not around a lot of people, and just talk, like practice, just like you would practice piano, like an instrument or a sport. And then eventually you'll get more used to it, to where maybe, you know, you could be good to where you can make a video without like, you know, being really, really nervous. And I think, you know, the time before I actually posted the video, like my first video online, where I, you know, made those videos and I said I deleted them, I think that got me a little used to it. And then once I started to actually talk, it got so much easier from there. And then, like, it basically moved on to getting comfortable vlogging in person. So yeah, that was like the next step. But I'm getting there with that. I'm getting there in that aspect too. Like, I'm getting better at that. It's all very, very nerve-wracking, and a lot of people, of course, don't necessarily understand if they don't do it, or they think it'll be okay until they, you know, do put the camera in front of their face. But definitely just, like, even if it's just with your iPhone, like, just go to yourself and just, like, practice making videos and talking to the camera, and eventually you'll get used to it. And once you start talking, I normally find it a lot easier just to be able to talk. So let's see. Another question from Jersey Makeup XO is, what is your favorite type of eye look to do? So my most favorite type of eye look to do would definitely be like a matte shade in the crease and some kind of shimmer on the lid. Like, especially with like my Tarte Lit and Bloom. All my eyeshadow palettes, like, I never normally do like an all matte look. Like, I love having some kind of shimmer on my lid and some type of just like matte in my crease. It's just like my go-to, like, all the time. I'll normally put like one color in my one matte color in my crease, one matte color, or I cannot talk. One matte color in my outer corner, and then put shimmer all over the crease, normally just like with my finger, or like I'll wet a brush down and put it on my lid. But that's probably like my favorite. And color wise, I don't know. I honestly really love to experiment with like bright colors and, like, you know, not just the norm. But then I also love like creamy colors and like golds and bronze colors. I love those as well. So I really love like experimenting, and I also love like the creamy gold bronze colors as well. But always definitely shimmer on the lid and like matte in the crease. So I'm just not like a huge fan of all matte, but I actually really, really want to try like dabbling into like all matte eye looks. But yeah, so that is that. So next is, what motivates you to vlog and create content on YouTube? Okay, well, I do find that YouTube definitely gets me through a lot, because like my health issues and everything that's going on, and just like, I feel like YouTube is like my niche, you know? I hope I'm saying that word right. It's a N-I-C-H-E, niche. I feel like that is, because like it gets me through a lot. It makes me happy. It makes me feel like, oh, I have something to look forward to, like as in making content and editing in it and uploading it. And something about that just gives me so much excitement, and like just thinking that there could be someone out there who really likes watching my videos and that I can make a difference in their life somehow, some way. That's what motivates me. Like, I want to have like a fan base that I can make a difference in their lives. Like, that's why I want to do it. Like, I want to be an inspiration to someone somehow, some way, and I really hope that I can be able to do that. Like, that would mean the world to me. So that definitely motivates me to vlog and create content on YouTube. So next I have one from Amy. I don't know how to say your last name, but it's Amy, Liane, for the last name. And the question is, if someone said to you, what's the best day of your life, what's your immediate thought? I couldn't say probably an actual specific day, but I could say like a specific time period, and that is meeting my fiance and getting in a relationship with him, getting to spend time with him. And because like he got me out of this huge hole in my life, like this huge bad spot that I was in that I won't even go into in this, but getting to be with him and realize like the love that he has for me, like over these past couple of years that we've been together, and just like, especially the day I got engaged, that definitely, just like mine and his story together, just as a whole, will be the best part of my life. Because, you know, like, we sit there and talk about like how we got together and how we wish some of the things that happened before we got together wouldn't have happened. But then, you know, I always say like, I will go through it a million times more just because I know that it led me to you. And you know, so like just our whole story, I love it, and I just feel like that whole time period is definitely like my like best time of my life. But best day so far, definitely just like if I had to actually pick a day, it would be the day I got engaged and was just able to be able to tell the world and have everybody know our love for each other, just like that we were actually going to be together forever, and just have the congratulations that I got from everybody and am getting from everybody, and it's just like the most surreal thing ever. So that's like what I would have to say for like specific day, and then our whole just story in general for like the best time of my life. The next one is from Nelly the Baddie, and it is, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be? It's very similar to one of the other questions I got, and like I say, Europe. I definitely also want to go, like, because I know I mentioned just Italy earlier. I want to go to like Ireland and Germany, and I want to go and visit like the concentration camps. I'm a big history buff. I really want to see where they were. And I want to see where the Titanic left off. Like, I really want to see that. And I also want to go to England, too, because I have a good friend from there, and you know who you are. So, my next question is from Charlie Smile or Smiley, Smile. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. 3 things to take with you on an island is the question. And, let's see, that would definitely be fiance, if you can count him as a thing, phone, and charger. I need food, but I guess I could, okay, yes, fiance, phone, and charger, because I need the charger for my phone, and if I have signal, then I can call for help, and I could probably, like, fish and get food. Yeah, so that's probably what I would say, for the 3 things for the island. And then I got another question from Life of L, that is favorite artist, and yeah, that's really hard. I can't choose, like, also I'm assuming you mean probably like a music artist, I think, probably, and that's just really hard because, like I've said, I've mentioned before, I have such like a wide variety of like genres and favorite music from like different time periods, and I mean these range from like 50s to like now, especially the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, and like say from the 90s, I'm a huge Britney Spears, Backstreet Boy fan. Like I grew up listening to those, and I still listen to them now. But let's see. It's so hard, and at one point I was a die-hard Justin Bieber fan, so he used to be one of my favorites, but like I just can't choose one because I have such like a versatile taste in music and the time periods like for the music. So the next question is also from Life of L, and it is cats or dogs. And for that question, hands down, I definitely cannot choose. I love animals in general. I love every type of animal. I am an avid animal lover, big on animal rights, and yeah, there's just no way I could choose. If I could have every animal and rescue every animal in the world, I would. I have my Himalayan cat, Rose, and I love her to death. She's my little baby, and I'm so obsessed with her. I've always loved cats. When I was a little girl, though, cats were my favorite, but now that I've gotten older, I'm just even more of a I love every animal sort of thing, so like or sort of person, so I just definitely cannot choose. And my next question is also from Nelly the Baddie, which I think I answered one from her a couple questions ago, and that question would be, what do you think of social media? So basically, I think social media is great in a lot of aspects, but especially whenever I was in like high school and middle school, I think it can take over you so much, especially as like a teen or a preteen, and I think that it could be bad in a lot of ways because of just things that are out there that you can see. And honestly, I'll be scrolling through Facebook and I will come up upon something that I did not want to see. I mean, something completely depressing, gruesome, something like that just should not be on there, and especially for like little kids having to see that, I think is wrong. So I think it can be good in a whole lot of ways. I think it can be so helpful, but I can also see it as being harmful because of like bullying and everything. Like I've just seen it firsthand so many times, and I think that's definitely bad. And I think sometimes it can, like, you know, put bad images and bad things into children's minds. So I think, like, which obviously I think parents need to limit and like try to protect their children from like what they see on social media. So I think it can definitely be good and bad, but I have seen a lot of bad, and like I say, I see bad things a lot of times that I just wish I would not have seen. So I think it can be great, but I also think it can be very bad. So my next question is, what is the hardest decision you have had to make in your life so far? And I honestly think my hardest decision, what would that even be? Okay, so I think it would probably have to be something that would have to do with like choosing like schooling and such, because like, I mean, I've always wanted to be a teacher because like I always would play teacher when I was a kid, but then also I had my mom in the medical field, my dad was in the medical field, so like I've grown up around that so much. So like making the actual final decision to be a teacher was definitely something that I had to give a lot of thought into, and also where I would be finishing up my my schooling at on the college level was also, and is still also, a very hard decision because it's a lot of money. And so yeah, that is just, that's probably definitely the most hardest decision because of money and like traveling and whether it should be online or on campus. So that is definitely probably the most hardest decision so far. Okay, so next question is from Maddie409, and it is, what got you interested into makeup? So basically in high school, like, I wore very minimal makeup. It was like barely any at all, and I was in cosmetology, which I didn't want to be in cosmetology. Actually, I had started it my sophomore year because I thought it would just be like fun and easy, and then there really wasn't another, cause see, like, we had to choose like a career path class, and there was literally only like 3 or 4 to choose from, and a lot of them were like math classes for like architectural stuff, and I'm not good at math. So I chose cosmetology, and once I was in it, I couldn't get out of it. And by my senior year, everybody was like getting, I remember especially the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, and like everyone was getting it, and I was just like, I want one. So like, just because everybody else wanted one, I wanted one. And I would like be there in class when people would be like putting on their makeup in the mornings, because it was a cosmetology classroom, and I was like, wow, everyone does this different than me, and everyone uses all this stuff, and these brands, like, wow, this stuff is pretty. And I was not like used to using this stuff like that. I always used like Clinique. It wasn't powder foundation, but it was like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know what it's called, but I used that and Meryl Norman powder, and then like dollar store basically, or like really cheap blush, and like sample mascaras. That's all I used, and I was just like, I want something different, you know, like I want to start using makeup. And eventually I just took some money I had, went to Walmart, and got cheap drugstore makeup to like mess around with, because I didn't want to like spend a lot of money right off the bat on contour and all the stuff that I had not been used to using. And I do know that my mom did buy me the Naked 3 palette for Easter, so I did have that at least, and I got just the rest like cheap at the drugstore, and I really had to work with it and, you know, practice, and that really got me into it. And I was like, dang, like, this is fun and I really enjoy this. And so I just like kept using the drugstore stuff, and I still use drugstore. I'm not by any means, you know, bashing it, but it was definitely cheaper to start out with. So that's basically like how I started out, and then I absolutely started to love it. And then I, like, as I got better, I would get like compliments at school, and it made me feel so good because I don't know, I just really loved it. And then I started watching YouTube, tons of YouTube videos on makeup, and so basically it just went from there. And I am obsessed with doing makeup to this day. Definitely that cosmetology class was what got me into makeup. So the next question is by Marissa, and it's your boyfriend's name, and I'm sorry, I do not know how to pronounce it. SMAJO. I don't know why I can't say it, because I've heard it on your YouTube videos so much, but it is what's your favorite makeup brand, which I did get asked that before, which I said I couldn't choose, but it would definitely be probably Kylie Cosmetics #1, but like Too Faced and Tarte. But I do love a lot of other ones, of course. So yeah, you guys, that is it for my questions from my first Q&A, and I really enjoyed this, you guys. I know I chatted and rambled a lot. Like, whenever I get asked questions, I talk a lot. I just talk a lot in general, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, you guys, so please, please, please hit my face right here to subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And also, you can watch another one of my videos right here, which that would also mean the world to me. Please give the video a big thumbs up and comment what you think about the video down below. And I hope you have a great day or night or whenever you're watching this, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.